What's good? It's Stormy B-Man, and I'm back with another Stormy B-Man's Briefs. This time, the focus is on Jose Benavidez Sr. feeling that Canelo Alvarez does not want to pass the torch. It's an interesting perspective and way to look at matters, and according to an article in Boxing News 24 by Sean Jones, trainer Benavidez Sr. says Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to do the right thing by facing his son David to pass the torch to him before heading into retirement. Jose Sr. feels that Canelo is going to have regrets for the remainder of his life if he bows out without facing Benavidez, who's 27-0 with 23 KOs. Of course, that depends on Canelo's purpose for sticking around the sport of boxing. If he's just continuing his career to fatten his bank account to create more generational wealth to keep his family name wealthy for many generations to come, then one can understand why Canelo would want to avoid fighting Benavidez and continue to cherry pick easy marks, as he's mostly been doing for the last 5 years. This is something that is interesting because it's coming from someone not only involved in the sport and who would like to face Canelo across the ring, but someone who is also able to understand boxing from that point of why you fight for a living. Now, the fact that Canelo does not want to face someone and wants to cherry pick his way, yes, he's been cherry picking, but this whole thing about the generational wealth is not contingent upon picking cherries. If you're fighting quality opposition, that will inflate the bank account even more. But it's more about denying others the opportunity. I have spoken about this, and Canelo prides himself on being the single Mexican representation at super middleweight at this present time in boxing, when there are so many other talents out there who deservedly await the opportunity to face a champion. And Canelo is not behaving like a champion. He's behaving like a diva. He does not want to risk things, because if someone just happens to be better, he'll be forgotten about. And the only reason he'll be forgotten about is because he's not taking on the quality of opposition that will make a difference in the sport. Those are the things that are being left out and not said by Benavidez Sr. Now, the article goes on to say Benavidez's problem is he's not getting any help from the WBC. If they would at least order Canelo to defend against him, it would put him in a position where he would need to fight him or vacate. They're not doing that, and you've got to ask why. What kind of sanctioning body is this to allow Canelo to sit on their title without defending it against his mandatory? At the end of the day, quote, David is just too strong, too big, and too young for Canelo, said Benavidez Sr. He has too many miles. This is boxing. You can only go so far. But there are other lions that are coming, which is what I just said. The article, which will be in the description box, points out these things about Canelo Alvarez, and he is going to find out as we go through this year 2023, the time for Canelo Alvarez's reign is drawing nigh. He is going to have to do something, either face the quality opponents that he needs to face or find another way through this sport. And if he wants to vacate the titles, that's probably the best thing that he do at this time. But what are your thoughts? Would you like to see the heat turned up on Canelo even warmer? Or would you like to see Canelo step up and try a chance at fate and legacy? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are on this subject. Peace.